Are you looking for a cool place to be able to spend some time camping this summer? You can't find a cooler place than staying in Michigan state parks, especially in the Upper Peninsula. Today, right now, I am live. There's a plane going by, so hopefully you can hear me. Today, right now, I'm live at States State Park, Michigan State Park. Straits. Did I say States? Straits State Park in Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula. It is so beautiful here. I highly recommend this park. Number one, it's affordable. It's not that expensive. And they have some sites that have no electricity. The no electricity sites are the least expensive. They're not really expensive at all, the least amount of money. And they are right over there. You can see Lake Huron right from it. I mean, it backs right up to that Great Lake. And
I hear that lake is great.
Do you hear that lake is great,
Yeah.
Jeff? Oh my gosh, it's so incredibly beautiful here. So not only do you have the lake, you have a ton of trees and lots of shade.
Oh, what's this over here, Gina?
Now that is one of the wonderful bathrooms they have at Michigan State Parks. They had the same wonderful bathroom when we were at Wilderness State Park a few nights ago, and they have it here too. There is running water that's hot. You can wash your hands with hot water. Awesome. And they have showers here too, as well as toilets that flush. And the showers have hot water. And what's neat about the showers is, can you see the doors there, Jeff? Right there,
No.
There are 4 different showers.
I can see them, and I know what's there, but it's far.
Oh, okay.
For the camera.
Okay. Well, there are 4 doors. Each door you open up, you lock it behind you. There's a little bench that you can put your clothes and things on, and then a private shower that's hot. And they're clean. The restrooms are just so clean here. The entire park is clean.
Now the loops are paved, so that's kind of nice. And there are some sites that are gravel or paved or dirt, but you know what? A lot of them are grass and very level.
Very level. Yeah, we had no problems with that. And at each site, even if you do the ones without electricity, you have a fire pit and you have a picnic table, which is super handy too. And there's also, this is a very, very big park, and there are a lot of trails that you can go bike riding on as well as hike on. And it's so, like I say, it is so beautiful here. Now, I will mention, if you have a hard time with crowds, you might not want to park here and camp here on the weekends. When we camped, it was so funny. We arrived, you can arrive as early as 3:00 for check-in, and we were here at 3:05. And when we checked in, it wasn't that crowded at 3:00. I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. But I did notice when I purchased this site online, we were the last spot taken. So it was 100% full. But at 3:00, not everybody was here. And it was funny. Jeff and I were kind of hanging out in the van for a little bit because it was a little bit rainy when we first arrived.
And then when we opened the door, ta-da! There's a whole bunch of people.
It was like, oh my gosh, it was packed.
And it was nice. But it was very crowded.
Lots of people. But and the campsites are fairly close to each other.
Weren't most of the slots filled?
Every slot was filled. It was 100% because we had spot 111 and we were the last spot taken was 111. And our spot was the most expensive spot because it also had up to 50 amps of power. Jeff and I travel in an Embassy RV and we don't need any power. We can dry camp. We usually don't use power when we're here. We spent 2 nights and still have plenty of battery power left today that we could spend a 3rd night and not need to plug in. But because it was the only camping spot available, we had the most prestigious spot because it had 50 amps, and that was $42 for the night. That's not bad. You do need to know, though, when you register to attend a Michigan State Park, if you are not a Michigan resident, there is a charge per night that you have to pay that could be, I think it's like $11 a night, but you can buy an annual park pass for, I think it was like $41 or $42, and they give you a sticker that goes on your windshield. And we went with that because it was like I say, $41 or $42 for the entire season. So that's all summer long and into the fall. So we might want to come back to any Michigan State Park in the fall again, because these state parks are great. They're very beautiful. They're very well kept up and maintained. And you have to think about that. When you're paying that extra price, part of that price is maintaining these camps.
Yeah.
And another thing to consider, if you're worried about, wow, they have a lot of campers here. Well, that's a lot of opportunity. If they were more spread out, then it'd be harder to be able to book a night to stay at it, because the temperature here is fabulous. And so I'm sure a lot of people would like to
You
camp
don't
here.
like 112 in Phoenix?
No. Yeah, it's 112 degrees today in Phoenix, Arizona. But here at camp, it's going to be 69 degrees today. It is partly cloudy. And I say partly cloudy. There's just a smidgen of clouds in the sky. It's mostly blue sky here. And the high today is going to be 69 degrees. I love it. Now, yesterday was really cool. The high, I think, was like 58, and it was very cloudy.
But it didn't really rain.
But it didn't really rain. Well, it sprinkled a little bit last
parts.
night. It was a little misty,
Yeah.
but not too bad, but very cool. Yesterday, I wore a jacket the entire time. We also, this very close to Mackinac Island, which another cool thing about being here and being able to go to Mackinac Island, there's a ferry that you can take to the island, but the ferry has a free shuttle that'll pick you up at camp and shuttle you to the ferry.
And
then
shuttle you back at the end of the day.
Yeah.
When you come back.
Oh my gosh. So worth it. Now, to catch that special shuttle, the shuttle is just for you. So you have to call them and let them know what time you want them to pick you up. And where they pick you up is by where you first enter the camp.
The camp office.
At the camp office. That's where they pick you up at. But guess what? Last night, we took the 9 o'clock ferry back into town from Mackinac Island. And when we got on the shuttle, we had the same shuttle driver who had picked us up. And he not only took us back to camp, he took us to our 111 spot. I mean, he dropped us off exactly next to our van, which was so nice. Now, the shuttle is free, but they do accept tips. And I will tell you, we tipped him a little bit when he took us to the ferry, but we tipped him better when he took us directly to our campsite, because we had no idea he was going to do that. To be honest, Jeff was a little worried about it, because he was like, oh, Gina, we got to hurry because we're running out of daylight and we're going to have to.
We have a little bit of a road to walk at night in the dark.
Right. And there might be bears.
No, I did not say about bears. Actually, I was not worried about bears here at all.
No, I'm just teasing. But he was a little concerned.
Now, our next camp.
Yeah. I think our next camp is most likely to have bears. I think it had some stuff about bears on the site. But
if you can bear it.
If you can bear it, this is a great place. All these Michigan State Parks, I've been really pleased with all of them. Now, there's also another.
How many have we been to?
Third one? This is our third one. I think we were at the one in Holland. Holland State Park.
Right.
We stayed at that one.
Wilderness
was the second one. Wilderness State Park.
And now Straits.
And we're going to another one tonight. So
Taquamenon Falls.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. We've been following Phyllis Saban on Facebook. We didn't know that she was going to the UP just like we were, and she is just a couple of days ahead of us. So she has been posting some beautiful pictures in the Embassy Owners and Wannabes Facebook group. So definitely you want to check out those. But we want to.
Do you know we have some comments?
Oh, I'd love to hear some comments.
Let's see if I can make it
And we
show
can
up on the
answer your
screen
questions
too.
too if you have any questions.
Okay, hold on. Comments. Let's see. Show on stage. This comment. Oops. Show on stage. From Pammy. Manjaro Journey with Pam.
Oh, hey, Pam.
Hi, Gina. Three stars. What?
Oh, and Pam, I want to let you know. So we're going live in both Facebook groups in Anchor Moments RV, not Facebook groups, both of our YouTube channels on Anchor Moments RV and on the regular Anchor Moments channel, because I do need to let my friends know on my regular Anchor Moments YouTube channel on Sunday afternoons, we do a weight loss book club. And we're currently reading Salt, Sugar, Fat by Michael Moss. And I'd be going live at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
No, we don't know about.
We're not sure if we're gonna have good internet or not. So my
I
friends,
think we may not.
it's very possible. So if we don't, I'm really sorry if I'm not able to lead the group. I'm gonna try though. We'll see, because we're not sure what internet will be like at the next state park. But this one, fantastic internet. And so I thought I better go live before we leave so people know we're still around. I really did read chapter 4, which we'll be discussing today, if I have internet service at the next park that we're going to.
There's another comment from
Okay.
Pammy. And you can get water shoes now at 5 and below, or several kinds at Target. Something to wear in campground showers.
Oh, yes. And I do wear shower shoes because I don't want to have to worry about accidentally getting some athlete's foot. So I do wear shower shoes, but good to know that you can get them really cheaply at 5 and below. So thanks for that tip, Pam. I also wear shower shoes or water shoes when I'm walking along the beach too, close to the lake, because there are some little sticks and sometimes shells are sharp. So I don't want to cut my feet, especially since I have type 2 diabetes. So I try to be very careful with my feet.
Paula Harden says, "Good afternoon, Gina."
Hey, Paula.
And Paula Harden also says, wait a minute. I think I skipped right here. Let's see. Oh, good afternoon, Gina. And good afternoon, Jeff. Where are you?
Okay, we are at Straits State Park. It's a Michigan state park, and we're in the Upper Peninsula. So we are way, way up north here. And I want to tell you, it is so cool and refreshing and beautiful here. We are going to be seeing Lake Huron is the lake the Great Lake we're on right now. I don't know if you can really see it in the distance. Right through these trees, there's a little bit of blue. That actually is that Great Lake.
Yeah, I chose this spot. It's good lighting for you and for the background, and kind of give you the flavor of the camp, and also to see the wonderful bathrooms. We were actually really close. We were right over here. Here's our van, and there's the bathroom.
Yeah. We were really close. We did have to move out of our parking spot because you're to leave your parking space, your campground space at 1 o'clock.
But you know what? 1 o'clock, that's pretty late.
Yeah,
some places,
which is nice.
Some other states, I think, have
it's like
11 o'clock in the morning.
So I really like that it's 1 o'clock. And we just moved over to, there is a parking spot next to the bathroom. So that way we could do this live before heading out. Oh, we got to let this van through. We're walking the street. Lose my water bottle.
Let's see. And where are you? Hold on 1 second. And Pam also says, I have only been to Michigan a couple of times. I would love to get to Mackinac Island.
Mackinac Island. Okay, you guys, it is worth it. It is so much fun. To take the ferry over was $38 a person, but I tell you, the ferry was a treat too. It was fun riding the ferry, and the ferry takes about 16, 17 minutes or so to get over to Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island, they have no cars, except for I did see they do have ambulances that aren't horse and buggy.
And they probably have a fire truck
and
too.
Probably a fire truck. But everything else is horse and buggy. Their garbage truck is a horse-drawn carriage with a big
wagon behind it, kind of.
yeah, with a wagon with all their trash bags in it. It is such a cute island, and there's excellent
they also had
shops
someone
there.
coming behind all the carriages to scoop up
The horse poop, yes.
the. I was going to say something different. The
Oh,
waste I
sorry.
was going to say,
Yeah.
but that's true. Yes,
That's true. We went on one of the horse-drawn carriages where they give you a tour throughout the park. Oh, it was so much fun. And the carriage drivers are full of dad jokes. So Jeff really enjoyed that because he enjoys a good dad joke. And they were so full of interesting things. They even take you through where the cemetery is. And they talk about how they actually had to move the cemetery and how hard it is to get a burial plot there. You actually have to prove that you've lived, that you're the person that's being buried lived on the island for at least 15 years to be able to get one of the spots.
this is a small island.
It's
only
island.
8.2 miles
all the way
around it. If
on
you
the
took
perimeter.
the edge, the road on the edge of it.
Yeah, and they have lots of bicycles and lots of bicycle rentals. Great place to ride your bike. They have lots of cute little shops. Jeff and I each bought a new jacket that would work in the rain, so it could be a raincoat because there's a possibility of some more rain this week while we're camping.
But right now it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Blue skies.
Such a gorgeous day today.
By the way, Juanita Jones says, "Happy Father's Day, Jeff. I hope you have a blessed day." Me too.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
And Paula says, Mackinac Island is where one of my favorite movies was filmed.
Oh, which
Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeves and Jane Seymour.
Seymour.
Seymour. Oops, right, Seymour.
That's okay.
And when you walk by that little, I don't know if it was a restaurant or some sort of shop, it mentions that on the window. But this is where they filmed that scene in that movie.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, it's so picturesque. I can imagine movie makers would love to make a bunch of movies there because it's just eye candy. That entire island is eye candy.
Speaking of candy,
they had like
your chapter today in fat, salt, sugar, whatever, was talk about cereal.
Cereal.
Is it cereal
or is it candy?
Or is it candy?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's all right. A little plug that hopefully I'll get to be able to do that this afternoon.
Interesting story how that happened.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. And also speaking of candy, that little island's like the island of fudge shops.
Oh my gosh.
It's one fudge shop after another.
And over here, there's Joanne's Fudge. 3 shops down, there's another Joanne's Fudge.
Yeah.
And then there's McGiddy's
and then they even have a Kilwins, which we love Kilwins.
Anyway, if you need fudge.
It will handle all your fudge needs.
Yes, all your fudge requirements.
Tons of free samples of all the fudge too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And they have some really good restaurants there too. The first restaurant we went to had brewery in its name. Great Something Brewery.
Yes.
Oh, it was really good. I forgot
the name of it exactly. The second one I remember was the Pink Pony.
Yeah, and the Pink Pony.
For dinner.
Fantastic food. And they have indoor and outdoor seating.
And the outdoor seating you can see right out to the
Great Lake.
To the Great Lake.
Yeah, and you can see a lot of sailboats and stuff that are parked kind of to the side. Yeah. It's super picturesque, so beautiful. And then they have 2 things of outdoor seating. The lower deck has these cute little pink umbrellas because it's the Pink Pony, and the upper deck actually had heaters on it while you were sitting outside. So it was even a warmer spot where you needed to wear your jacket on the lower deck. But super, super cute. And the food was fantastic. Jeff and I split their prime rib with mashed potatoes and sauteed veggies. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And they have good homemade soup there too. We each have a cup of homemade soup as well.
What is your summary of this review?
So my summary of this review, it's worth every penny. And I am coming back. Jeff and I had never been to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan before. The temperature here, talking to the shuttle driver that gave us the free shuttle to and from the ferry, he's lived here his whole life. And he said in the summer, the temperatures are 50s, 60s, and 70s. He said there may be 2 weeks out of the summer that it hits the 80s, and it's extremely rare to ever hit 90 degrees. So it is cool, cool, cool here. So for RVers who are always trying to shoot for the 70s and stay places in the 70s, you have a great opportunity to have 70s and some 60s. And like I said, yesterday the high was 58, so it was a little chilly. Be sure you have a jacket as well as short sleeve shirts.
If you don't have a jacket, they will be happy to sell you one.
That's true. That's true. Someone asked me, I was the last live that I did, I was letting you know that I go live twice a week on my regular Anchor Moments YouTube channel. On Sundays, I do the Weight Loss Book Club. And on Mondays, I give myself my Manjaro shot, and I call it Manjaro Mondays. And I do a live Q&A about taking GLP-1 medications. But I haven't really done a lot of lives on our Anchor Moments RV YouTube channel, but we are doing a lot of traveling now, and we've got a lot of experience behind us finally, being new RVers in our Embassy RV. And I thought, it'd be really fun to get to know our community better and to do question and answers. So we're going to start a live once a week on our Anchor Moments RV YouTube channel too. I'm thinking maybe Mondays, we call it like Monday meetups. So people can come on, they can ask us questions, and we can answer them as best as possible. But it'd be a really good opportunity to get to know each other better.
Unfortunately, tomorrow we may be at a camp where we don't have good connectivity.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it tomorrow or not. Same way with my Manjaro Monday live. I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to go live just because I don't know what the internet's going to be like at Tucumcanaman. But it's another one of these beautiful Michigan State Parks. So we are super duper excited about it and looking forward to checking it out. But someone asked, because I asked, let me know some things that you'd like me to discuss and questions you'd like me to answer in future videos. And one person asked, how do you pack in such a small van when you are leaving Phoenix where it's crazy hot? So you're going some places that are hot on the way, some places that are more mild, and some places that are really cool, like in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Well, I tell you what, that was a great question, and I didn't do it correctly leaving. When we were leaving, Jeff said, do we really need our jackets, Gina? It's summer and I hate being hot. And I said, no, you absolutely need to bring, we have sweat jackets, sweatsuit,
like a rain
fleece jackets. We have fleece. There's like a, not sweatsuit. What do you call it?
Hoodies.
Yeah, hoodies.
Fleece hoodies.
Fleece hoodies.
That we had already.
Brought
with us.
Mm-hmm. And I told Jeff, we still need to bring those because sometimes I know in Illinois, sometimes at night in the summer, it can be cold. So I said, we'll need those. And then a bunch of t-shirts. So if it's cool, we'll just throw one of those jackets on. Well, when the high is 58 and there's a little bit of rain, that's really cold. And I didn't bring my gloves. But you know what? I bought some gloves on Mackinac Island. And I never thought about needing a rain jacket. We're from the desert. It hardly ever rains there.
We had umbrellas.
But we didn't have rain jackets. And we were able to buy that on Mackinac Island as well. So now I know next year when I come, I'm definitely bringing our rain jackets. And I'm going to bring a couple more long sleeve shirts because I only had one long sleeve shirt packed. So I'm going to bring a couple more long sleeve shirts next time. So just having a little bit of everything, layers is the way to go when packing for an RV trip. Okay, any other questions there, Jeff?
There are none.
There are none. Okay. I'm trying to think if there was anything else to tell about this campground or Mackinac Island other than come. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful here, and we're definitely coming back next year. The weather here is just perfect, and it's just eye candy. And I'm looking forward to seeing some falls too, because there's a lot of waterfalls on the Upper Peninsula. So we'll be checking those out and checking out pictured rocks and taking a cruise with that, hopefully, if it's not raining. So we'll do some reviews of that too.
Lori Lugo says, thanks for answering my question.
Oh, you're welcome, Lori. I was thinking it was you, but I wasn't 100% sure. Sometimes I still get a little nervous when I'm doing a live, but you are very welcome, Lori. And yeah, I messed up. I should have brought my gloves. I could have put gloves in my jacket, and I didn't. But I did buy a new pair of gloves, and they're actually super cute. They're cuter than my gloves at home, and they will always stay in my jacket. So I always will bring them from now on. Even if it's summertime, I'm bringing the gloves. And then the rain jacket, putting it on top of my sweatshirt, hoodie, jacket really is nice because it's like a windbreaker. It's thin, but having that windbreaker on top of the sweat made it was like a winter. It makes it almost like wearing a winter coat. And so that's perfect too. So I'm going to be bringing that if I'm traveling in the winter or if I'm traveling in the fall or summer, because having that ability to layer is really important. And you don't need a lot of stuff. And there are laundry facilities too. So also know that you can always wash your clothes.
Where?
I think there's a laundry facility here at
in
camp
this
somewhere.
camp, really?
I think so. I thought I had seen that. But yeah, or you go into town, and everything's not too far away from a town.
Some of the camps I know we've seen already that had laundry.
That had laundry, yeah.
So you may have that here. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they had that at Wilderness Campground that we were at, had a laundry facility.
In any event,
so yeah, you can always wash your clothes.
When you register for a campsite, you can look up all the features.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, everybody, hold on to your anchor moments and make it a great day. Hopefully I'll be able to see you later today with the book club if we can get in on my other channel, on my Anchor Moments channel. Make it a great day. Love you guys.